Awesome. Well, appreciate you guys taking extra time and staying, as we wrap this up, and the people who took the time to put this on as well. Everybody's time is extremely valuable, and so I always tell people, if you give me 3 hours, I can give you 30 years.
Yeah.
Okay? Is that not a good trade-off?
Yes.
I always ask somebody, where are you in such a hurry to go that you don't want 30 extra years in your life, And so, like I say, 10 days is just the beginning. And a lot of people ask, where do we go from there? And we have these packs that we talk about now, but I want to tell you, we're about to get so much better in helping people. Where do you go from there? I'm going to put together eating programs that you literally could go to the grocery store and know exactly what you want, know exactly what you need to go on after day 10. And I'm working very hard with some of the leading exercise physiologists. We're going to put together workout programs, very well-respected, credentialed doctors who are going to put their stamp on my eating programs to where you're going to be able to have everything you need to succeed. But right now, I need to tell you, you're going to need to help people right now go on from day 10. Do you want to know how I would do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not exactly like those packs, because the emerging information that has just come out, one of our products, astaxanthin, just had 4 double-blind clinical studies published. People in Colorado, they like to work out, right? You like to exercise? And you get so frustrated when I tell you, do not exercise during the first 10 days. Do you know why?
Yes.
You now know why, but I'm going to remind you. You're running around and you can't find food. You're either a nomadic tribe starving, or you're a modern person dieting. Because you're spending a lot of exercise energy and not eating very much. Do you really think that somehow your body genetically knows that you're not an ancient tribal member? They don't know that you're exercising and trying to be healthy. They think you're running around and can't find food. That's the original exercise. So you can't think just because you know why you're doing it that your genetics know why you're doing it. Could you understand that? So you can't exercise for the first 10 days. You need to lay low and let your body go into that latent healing energy. But guess what the good news is? We have an athlete's transformation, okay? And the athlete's transformation utilizes an amazing equatorial algae that has just emerged as the superstar in phytochemistry. That means the things from the ocean that help us get healthier, okay? Phytochemistry are the things from the land. Phytochemistry are the things from the ocean. And there are 4 double-blind clinical studies published that prove that when you take astaxanthin, your body will use fat as the primary source of energy. I don't know if you know how important that is. That means that after the 10 days are up, when you want to keep losing weight and you start exercising, and then you start taking astaxanthin, you will start burning fat at a rate like you've never seen before. In addition to that, okay, you're going to want to take a product called Control. So the 2 key products you need to take when those 10 days are over, without exception, are astaxanthin and Control. Control is the greatest product in the world you've never heard about. Control is, believe it or not, my #1 bestseller worldwide.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on it right now.
Are you? As we speak.
As we speak.
So the reason why is because GNC Asia, which has 40 times more GNCs than they do in the United States, their doctors, they sell Control at GNC Asia. We're not in any of those countries, don't worry. GNC Asia, their #1 selling product is this Control, and here's the reason why. If you listened, or if you read, or if you've heard, I love to learn from a wide variety of sources. They say that to learn from one, or to copy one is to plagiarize, to copy many is to research. Okay? I do a lot of research. Ayurvedic medicine, shamanic medicine, Chinese medicine, the Jamu from Indonesia, the medicine man from Africa, the Ashanikas from South America, I could keep going, but there are 12 ancient cultures that I discovered had a profound knowledge of healing with herbs. And if I asked my Chinese doctor at the Pacific College of Oriental Medicine, what do you think about Ayurveda? They say, crap. Seriously. And if you ask the Ashaninkas from South America, do you care about Chinese medicine? They say everything you need is right here in this rainforest. And if you ask the Jamu, they'll tell you the same about Indonesia, the medicine man from Africa. They all believe that their discipline is what they need to know, and they don't need to integrate the knowledge from these other cultures, but I did. So I took the best from Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, shamanic medicine, and modern science, and from the brains of my mentors, and I've been integrating all up here for that long. So here's what I'm going to tell you about what to do. You need to add the astaxanthin and the control to whatever else you're doing if you want to keep losing weight. Okay? Of course you're going to take the power shake and the aminos and the cherry. That's the basis. If you read Genesis 1:29, it says, I've given you the seed-bearing fruits of the vine and the grasses of the field. These are to be your sustenance, that which sustains you. Okay? Anybody ever read that book?
Yeah.
Okay. So in that book, right at the beginning, it gives you a clear instruction. I've given you the seed-bearing fruits of the vine, tart cherries, the grasses of the field, wheatgrass. These are to be your sustenance, the basis of your health. So people ask me, do I need to keep taking that? Do you want to keep being sustained? Of course you do. But on top of the basic core things you need, which are fruits and vegetables and maybe protein. If you're like many people, you want to cut down on all that animal flesh that's poisoning you. So maybe you're going to want to take the fruits, the vegetables, and the protein. Doesn't that make a lot of sense? Just as the basis. But once you get past that, what do you want? Control. Ingredients. Let me break them down for you. Native Americans, the shaman, they would take opuntia or nopal, a cactus. They would strip off the outer part. They would dry the inner part and mortar and pestle it till it was a fine powder. Then they'd mix it with food, and people who had diabetes and were overweight, they would not be hungry. It would make them feel full faster, shut down their cravings for sugar, and stop their body from absorbing excess sugar. I am using opuntia as the basis of this product. Second is white kidney bean extract. White kidney bean extract has been used in what is currently Europe, but what was called, what are the mountains called in the Alps? The Swiss herbology. Swiss herbology utilized white kidney bean to control blood sugar. And now we know white kidney bean extract is amazing because you know what it does? You know how your body breaks down carbohydrate and makes it into sugar? And the simpler the carbohydrate, the faster it turns to sugar, like a saltine cracker turns in like instantly. Well, white kidney bean does something no other food does. It takes sugar and turns it into a carbohydrate. Isn't that crazy? So when your body tries to break down sugar right away and let it rush into your body, it can't do it when you have white kidney bean. The next ingredient is green tea catechins. Green tea catechins accelerate. There's a signal that goes from your body to your brain that says you're satisfied. It means you should stop eating. Okay? If you attend my Purium Academy, my PHP Academy, I just showed people the biomechanical pathways that hunger is caused by and how to stop it. And the class was just like, oh my God, were we taught that like in 5th grade so we know what we're doing from this point forward. By the way, I have these things we'll talk about now. I teach these courses in depth. All 4 of the disciplines I teach in depth. And if you're interested in becoming a Purium professor, just let somebody know. They'll let you know how to get in touch with us about that. Try Dave's Way is the email. Try Dave's Way, that makes sense, right? At Gmail. But the bottom line is, with white kidney bean, you shut down the fast conversion of sugar. And now we're going to give you green tea. Green tea makes you feel full faster. Jesus said, eat till you're 80% full. Does anybody know why? Because it takes that long. You're really 100% full when you think you're 80% full. Isn't that genius? So eat till you're 80% full. Well, guess what? When you use our product control, that actually happens naturally. Now the next ingredient is white American ginseng extract. It makes you have alert, energy, and endurance And when you're alert, energetic, and have endurance, you don't think you're hungry, do you? You know what I mean? So that's a great contributing factor. And finally, and remember, this product is 15 years old, Garcinia gambosia, which suddenly is all the rage, right? Which I've been using for 15 years. When everybody else was using chromium picolinate 15 years ago, I was using, Garcinia, because I'm just a little bit on the natural side. So the bottom line is, when Garcinia gambosia went from $35 a pound to $210 a pound, we did not raise the price of this product. Because after Dr. Oz touted Garcinia, everybody wanted it. It's just one of 5 ingredients. Have you ever tried to pick up an awkward object and you couldn't get your arms around it, but if you had 2 people picking it up, it was much easier? You get on that side, I'll get on this side. Healing your body is like picking up a heavy object. 1 herb alone, no. 2, not really. We have 5 herbs. Imagine a table, a round table, with 5 people lifting it up. That's what we're doing. That's how we're accomplishing this. So again, what do you do after the 10 days? Grab control. Make sure that every meal that you eat, you're going to be in control of your metabolism and of your appetite. In addition to that, definitely, if you want to keep burning fat, you've got to get the astaxanthin. Clinically proven. 4 different studies show that it makes your body use fat as the primary source of energy when you're exercising. That's a game changer for the continuation following the initial 10 days. If Brandy or any of the other leaders have something they want me to address, I will. Otherwise, I know it's getting late, and you guys have been extremely patient, but again, I want to remind you the trade-off we're talking about here. In the time that you spend here today, you may have the knowledge to extend your own life, at least be on the starting point of having knowledge to dramatically extend your life. Jean Clement, 124 years old. Do you get it? That's what I'm aiming for. I want to bring you all along with me. And it starts, a long life free from disease starts with understanding that the quality of your life will be equal to the quality of your food.